Greetings and salutations all, I.S. Anderson here once again, and I'm going to do something today that I usually don't do. I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. Since Game of Thrones Season 4 came to an end, a lot of people are doing a Marry Kiss Cliff tag with Game of Thrones characters. However, on this channel, we don't do Marry Kiss Cliff. We do Wife, Mistress, Accident. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with my channel, Wife, Mistress, Accident is basically the same premise as Marry, Kiss, Cliff. Only instead of, marrying them, kissing them, or throwing off a cliff, I choose 3 names at random, as always. Out of a possible 15, I have 5 rounds. And I make one of them my wife, one of them my mistress, and the third meets with a fatal and tragic accident. What type of accident, you may say? Well, that's up to me now, isn't it? Now, most of you are probably thinking, but where's that glass with all the little pieces of paper with names in it? It's right here. Best part of the whole thing. Okay, so here's the glass. We're going to rumble around a bit in there. Okay. First name drawn is Ilaria Sand. Second name drawn is going to be Osha. Third name, let's see. Third name drawn is Mesende. Okay, so right off the bat, we're starting off with some fairly minor characters here. So between Mesende, Osha, and Ilaria Sand, which one do I marry? Which one do I make my mistress? And which one meets with a fatal accident? Okay, now, just to let everybody know, we're going by the show, the Game of Thrones show. We're not going by the books. So Mesende is her, adult self. She's not the 12-year-old scribe from the books. And I think Mesende is the one out of those 3, that one I'm going to marry, because she's the closest to Daenerys, and I would be able to sort of get onto her council. And, sorry, Grey Worm. I mean, I'd let her, do whatever she wanted with Grey Worm. It's not like they can do all that much. But yeah, I mean, Mesende would be able to, she'd be able to bear my children and then be able to do whatever she wanted with Grey Worm while I have my affair with my mistress. So who becomes the mistress? Let's see. Osha, Ilaria Sand. I think I'm going to go with Ilaria Sand as the mistress. I don't think it'd be a good idea to kill her. I don't want the Dornish after me. I mean, like I said, they're still buffoons, but they could end up getting somebody else killed around me. It could end up getting Mesende killed. So that means Osha has to meet with a tragic accident. Yes, the wildling girl who helped out the Starks meets with a tragic accident. Well, let's see. How do I kill off Osha? Well, I don't know. She did sort of apparently. Okay, I won't spoil her or anything. She did take Rickon somewhere. I'm not going to tell where. And she's with Shaggy Dog. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to. I'll have Osha go out and hunt some animals and hunt some animals and skin them, and so that she ends up smelling like all the meat. And then I say, hey, Shaggy Dog, look there, go kill that thing. Smells good, right? Yep, and then she'd be dead right there. So she gets killed by Rickon's wolf, which is kind of ironic since she swore loyalty to the Starks, and really kind of sad. But hey, it's Game of Thrones. A lot worse stuff has happened than that. All right, round 2. Okay, so we got 3 names for round 2. Okay, yep. Marjorie Tyrell. Egret. Oh, and we've got Daenerys Targaryen. Okay, so we've got Marjorie, Ygritte, and Daenerys. Gee, I wonder which one I'm gonna marry. Hmm. Okay, so I mean, of course, gonna marry Daenerys. So it's just a matter of who's the mistress and who meets with the fatal accident. So between Marjorie Tyrell and Ygritte, yeah, I would say Marjorie Tyrell is gonna be the mistress. I mean, she certainly does already dress the part, doesn't she? And plus, Ygritte, I really don't want to be lectured on how little I know, not knowing anything. So she's gonna have to meet with a tragic accident, preferably before she finds out what I'm doing and fills me full of arrows. So how do I kill off Ygritte? That's gonna be pretty simple. Just let her attack the wall. It'll end pretty tragically. I think we all know how that ends. I don't really think me trying to come up with something different would be beneficial to me. So yeah, I'll just let her die at the wall as she does, and I'll marry Daenerys and have an affair with Marjorie. Cool. All right, round three. Yeah, we've got Lysa Tully. Hmm. Okay, we've got Melisandre. And let's see here. Who else? Who else? Final name of round three. Oh, jeez. We've got Brienne of Tarth. Definitely should have shook that one up a lot better. So I've got Melisandre, I've got Lysa Tully, and Brienne of Tarth. Wow. Three names I never would have wanted to got together. Shoot. Let me think here. Okay, so I figure with this one I've got to be careful because if I make a wrong move, I could probably end up dead. I'm dealing with two pretty dangerous women and a third who's pretty dangerous if left to her own facilities. Okay, so I think the smartest one to marry would actually be Brienne of Tarth. Yes, Brienne of Tarth. Yes, sounds like such a thrilling time, doesn't it? Okay, and the mistress would have to be Melisandre. I think she would do the least damage as a mistress. Yes, I know she'd be whispering in my ear, getting me to do stuff, but I think I would be able to steer clear of that, and I would have to let Lysa Tully meet with the tragic accident. And that would be easy because I would just let her, little plow with Littlefinger play out and let him take care of the situation. Now, I would probably end up having to get rid of the other two also. Let's see, Brienne of Tarth would be easy to kill off. I could just, let her, oh, yes, yes, you go, girl. Go out on that mission and do what you gotta do, yes, and she'll just get herself killed pretty easily. And then Melisandre is the mistress. I guess I would just be letting her whisper into my ear and then just say, well, I mean, oh yeah, I'll follow your God, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't really think we should go burning people at the stake, but I don't know. Then again, I'm not really in Westeros, so maybe, I don't know, maybe she wouldn't be quite as dangerous out of Westeros, but yeah. So Melisandre would end up being the mistress, and Brienne of Tarth would end up being the wife, and Lysa Tully would end up dead. Of course, they'd all end up dead, but Lysa would definitely be dead first. Okay, so the three names we've got this time are Talissa Stark, Rob's wife. We've got Catelyn Stark, his mother, and we've got Shae. Since Talissa is already married, I think I'll have the affair with her. Yes, she'll be my mistress. Should be slightly awkward. And since this is Game of Thrones and there's weird marriage arrangements happen all the time, I think I'll marry Catelyn. Yes, she's actually would probably make the best wife material. I mean, probably too old to bear me children, but that's okay. We don't really need to worry about that. Which means that Shae meets with the tragic accident. Okay, and again, I can just let that play out, that little drama play out. Betrays Tyrion. Tyrion ends up killing her. Well, it's just, this is strange. I mean, the last one with the superheroes, it was really hard to kill them off, real easy to choose which ones to marry. And this time it's a lot more difficult to choose which ones to marry and how to kill off the accents. Well, just goes to show you never know what could happen on Wife Mistress accent. And let's go to our final round. Okay, so we got the last three right here. Scoop these out. Let's see what we got here. Yes, we've got Sansa Stark. We've got Cersei Lannister. And we've got Roz. Okay, so this final round turns out to be the easiest one. Marry, definitely Sansa. Definitely Sansa, definitely the best marriage material. Get to be Lord of Winterfell. She's got the highest connections. Probably the prettiest in my mind. So yeah, definitely Sansa. And let's see, which means Roz, yes, she would definitely be the one to have the affair with. And she already is a prostitute, so she's used to this kind of thing. So yeah, we'd keep Roz around and, let Sansa do her thing. It'd be kind of cool if Sansa became the hand of the queen when Daenerys took over. Just a thought. Which means that Cersei Lannister meets with the tragic accident. And again, that's probably something that I wouldn't really have to do anything. But let's see, Cersei, probably easiest way to kill her would be just to lock her in a room with a long rope, and then she won't want to die, but she'll probably still end up figuring out a way to hang herself. Literally, I mean, she does so figuratively already, so I'm sure she can figure out a way to hang herself. I mean, she won't want to, but she'll still figure out a way to do it. And so that was Wife Mistress Accent Game of Thrones edition. Hope you enjoyed that. And as always, I'll leave my pertinent contact information down below in the abyss, as always. And, if you have any other ideas on what you'd like me to see me do for Wife Mistress Accent, please leave it in the comments below. And please comment, rate, subscribe. You know the drill. And until next time, this is Isaiah Sanderson telling everybody, make your lives grand and have a good day. Thank you very much.